We're back, your three best mates with another episode.
Bro, just really wanted to say that. Make sure you rate us 5 stars as well.
On all
people.
platforms. Check out the Song of the Week playlist.
Yeah, and if you're on YouTube, how about we start subscribing and watching and liking and stuff.
Leave a comment. Vlogs coming soon as well.
Yeah, if we decide
Exciting
to edit
times,
them.
exciting times.
We've actually got heaps of vlogs filmed. We just haven't edited them. So
Yeah.
that'll be great whenever you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Mayfield podcast, the podcast by mates, for mates. You are joining me. 3 very bad apples. We've got
bad.
Chip, banana in pajamas, McGrath, and Jordan love handles Cox.
What?
I was looking on that one for a minute.
Then when you saw me the other week when that shirt.
So Chip's got this pinstripe Elfie shirt. Not an ad, by the way.
And
I was sitting there just like super drunk, just looking at him, looking for something to throw at the
And he
big
came up
guy.
with something awesome.
And I started calling him bananas in
Yeah.
pajamas.
That was honestly, and I didn't really need any criticism that night, and it sort of like,
It
fired me up a lot, really. I wanted to fucking hit you, but
I love those little ones, hey.
which one?
like the little ones that aren't like proper insulting, but it's just funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, the thing is, it was a new shirt. I was like, fuck. Courtney said it looked good, and then fuck, I caught the banana in the pajamas.
It
I
is
was
a
like-
nice shirt.
I was like, what a piece of shit, man. Seriously.
It was such a nice shirt. And I even said to you, I was like, that's probably the best I've ever seen you. But ever since you got called bananas,
I
in
know, you
pajamas,
can't unsee
it ruined the
it, eh?
shirt.
But I started going to the pisser. I was like, fuck, he's onto something here, eh? It was almost demoralising. I'll kick us off, boys. So what made me this week was Harry asked me to get him a wet pussy shot the other day at the dock, and the bartender said, "You're a grown man. I'm not fucking you serving that." And it like reminded me that there's still good bartenders out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bartenders that know that like men shouldn't be ordering wet pussy socks.
Yeah, I don't
Socks.
see. I don't know if I agree with that because, like, a wet pussy shot probably the best tasting shot. You know,
But it's just not a shot. It shouldn't be a
Yeah,
shot. It should
it's
be like in a
just
drink.
shit.
You know what I
aren't
mean?
they like? Don't they have
They're
fuck all
like-
alcohol
yeah,
in
like,
them?
no
There's
alcohol.
fuck all alcohol in them.
What broke me, boys, you know how I pride myself on like reversing?
Yes.
Yeah, I can reverse and how I can reverse trailers. The other day I was in a big truck reversing like a float into the shed. Probably took me 5 minutes to get the cunt in, eh? It was one of the, I probably had 8 to 10 cracks at it.
You were doing a float.
Yeah, one of those
That's
into the shed.
fucked.
And it like, bro, it was so fucked. And there wasn't anyone watching me, but I thought there was. I thought there was eyes like fucking everywhere. But it rattled me. I got out and I was like, that's just not me.
Yeah.
That's just not me.
Well, Chip, I'm glad you're bringing this up because the last like 2 months or so, you've really been shocking at reverse park.
Really?
Maybe the last month.
No, I haven't been parking.
Yeah,
The
you
only
have.
time I was twice bad when I got a new car going into the
That's what I'm
carport at
talking
home.
about.
Apart
but
from that, I've been clean
usually
ever.
you're good in any vehicle, but lately you've been absolutely butchering it in that carport.
I can say
that was
hand
twice.
on my heart, I've never ever seen him have a double take at a reverse park. Hand on my heart.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
No.
Shed
In
the
the
other
last
couple
month,
days.
I've seen him sometimes take 4 takes.
what's gone wrong? Is it the new car? Is it?
I think it's just-
yeah,
yeah,
it
you're not
happened
used to the
twice
car.
into the carport. My mate over here is trying to bring me down a lot more than I need to be here.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, no, I've
We all
overcome
know
that
who
one.
lies here.
Done it a couple times now. Heaps. Not when I'm pissed or anything, but whatever. That was my week, boys.
Nice
Lovely.
to hear, man. What made me? I forgot to change from the joke I did before.
You're
we
disgusting.
filmed. I can't do that. I'll think of what made me. Oh, what made me is I had an ice bath today. I hadn't had an ice bath in ages.
Really?
It didn't even last a minute.
Didn't even last a minute the first time. The second time was over a minute, so it was sweet. But I used to do them all the time because I used to work in a place that did them.
Yeah.
And I used to do like easily like 5 minutes. But it's weird that if you don't do it for ages, you can't even do like a minute.
Really?
It's so hard.
Bro, ice baths are one of those things where it's like the same as cold showers for me. I just feel like the pain ain't worth the gain. Like
Yeah.
the results you get from an ice bath.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of placebo though, eh?
Yeah, I think so as well. Like, do they actually help you recover better? Because I know you're not meant to jump in one after
The
you've
gym,
exercised.
Yeah. Well, because it doesn't
Because
stop
it shrinks your
muscle
muscles.
growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just like it more how like you do feel good after them. For me, that's what it's about.
Yeah. I did feel really good after.
Your
I'll
old,
be honest.
your old boy down there is the smallest it'll ever get though after an ice bath.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you've seen them that small, all from there is just growth.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm about.
Cold showers, I'm all for that. I have a cold shower like every shower.
Yeah, I've started
Really?
those as well. Yeah, I'd
Fuck, I don't. I have them steaming hot. I'm like a girl, eh? It's
Yeah, I
just
can't do it.
proper
Courtney
hot.
burns when we're in the shower. It's too hot.
And what broke me is I fucked my ankle again, as you know.
Yeah.
Finally got it good. It was playing,
Couldn't have been
getting
too
ready
good.
to play footy, and then did it again. So that's sick.
Death by sprinkler.
Yeah, stood in a sprinkler hole at training, which sucks. But got to get an MRI.
Only you'd be able to do that. Just
Yeah.
stand in
There's
the
like
sprinkler hole.
what, fucking 4 sprinklers on the whole field.
within like 400 square meters of fucking grass.
Yeah, I don't
and
know
they're
how I've
recessed into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooked. Anyway,
But man,
that's
I hope you get better soon.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All will be good.
What made me this week is footy's back. We played our first official trial game Saturday just gone. And on the other hand, what broke me is I pretty much lost my rib cage. One of them, one of my ribs is still on Quanta Football League.
Yeah.
Man, I got absolutely demoed.
Yeah,
Like,
you did.
bad.
You did.
And my whole side is strained from it. So
I reckon you
good
get a
signs from that
late
game,
shot
bro.
at least every game, though.
Yeah, he wears
I
it
feel
like
Everyone loves just taking you out.
I feel like
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
he wears it like a
a
champ, but to be fair.
thanks, Chippy.
All good, bro. Good signs there though, boys, for footy this year.
Hopefully, man. I think it'll shape up to be a good year, which will be nice.
It'll be good.
It was good to see Jacko back in his element, taking some big cunt's head off again.
Yeah, credit where credit's due as well. I hate having to gas you up, but you absolutely killed some bloke off the kickoff.
Yeah, that was it.
that was hard.
But he noticed it too because he kept trying to come at you after.
He got me back though.
It was gross. You full celebrated after the tackle as well.
No,
You were
I
like,
didn't.
Yeah, you were like revving up the crowd, going, "Come on!"
Pretty sure at one stage you had our boys get around me.
Yeah, you did. You're like, "Let's get a touch." You full said that.
No, I
was
fucking
gross.
did it.
It was
Yeah,
good,
you
but
did.
good, Grant. It's so good. I was off the piss, but it's so good being up there and just getting fucking hammered watching the boys play footy.
But Chip, seeing as you aren't playing footy anymore and you're off the piss,
Yeah.
how's the fight training going?
Yeah, good. It was a good week of training. Probably getting into the more full on end the next 4 weeks before the fight. So I got 5 weeks from Saturday. Keen as it'll be a fucking good night. If you can still get tickets, make sure you grab them.
Yep.
Go to the Alpha Blokes
The Instagram.
event Instagram page,
Yeah,
I believe.
Easiest way to get
Instagram.
it. Still a few tickets left, so make sure you grab some.
And there will be a dress theme if
Yeah.
you're supporting Team Mayfield.
Yeah.
Which you should be.
We just had up on the TV before an old picture of like one of our Mayfield shoots. And you literally used to be a semi-trailer.
Yeah.
And you have fucking
I used to be-
thinned right now.
Yeah, I
like-
could run through a fucking brick wall back in the day, and I could, and I could
eat
eat
a
like
couple snack
I could
bags.
eat like 2 zinger boxes in one sitting. So I don't know what life I like better.
You're fucking tenfold fitter. And
Yeah, it'll
like
be
the
good.
training you've been doing, I reckon, has been paying off.
You'll be sweet.
Yeah, I'm keen,
I mean-
so that'll be good.
Like,
We're all back, you know. Like you ran half a marathon with no training and did vodka shots throughout it.
an athlete of note.
We'll see
An
how we go,
athlete
eh?
of note.
Let's just see how you go when you get punched in the head. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a fun, regardless of what happens, it'll be a fun night. Anyway, watching some good fights,
100%.
good company, and it'll be an absolute fucking all-time tear after it as well,
It will be. It will.
which
be.
I'm looking forward
Fucking
to.
oath.
We've got Fisher the next weekend after too.
Yeah.
Got a
May's,
big-
I
big
swear
month coming
May is
up.
always the stack
Yeah,
month.
because May the 4th be with you, man. That's why.
Star Wars month.
Yeah.
It's true. Wait, it's in April anyway. The fight's in April.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. April's a
end of
mad
April.
month.
At the start of the year, boys, so we're a quarter way into the year. Quarterly, if you will. And at the start of the year, we touched on a couple things that we want to be
Q1.
better at this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
our resolutions.
In the past,
Yes.
historically, we've not been good at sticking to these
Yeah.
one fucking bit. So I thought it'd be good for us to check in and see
Yeah.
how we're going.
Yeah.
See if we need to like really reel it in and get back
Agreed.
to what we said we'd do.
Yeah.
Or if we're just all in all going fucking pretty good. So I can lead us off. So my two were, my first one was be better financially. Now I have actually made a pretty good improvement in this.
Really?
Been saving some good coin. Haven't I, Courtney?
Courtney's given side
I have been.
eyes.
I don't have been. I probably have more money to my name like now than I had the last 4 years.
Yeah, well, you did just sell your project car though.
Yeah, but like I'm also just not buying like shit every fucking week and like stupid shit like speakers and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you let me have this, you piece of
I
shit?
feel like you...
Seriously, mate.
Well,
Just
I
fucking-
feel like
just
how
not in
often-
wave.
Were you buying speakers every weekend? You
but
bought
I-
one speaker
but I
once
was-
like 2 years
no,
ago.
but I was
like-
buying money on dumb shit regardless, and obviously, and just blowing it on partying every weekend as well.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't ripped in as much this year, but like
Yeah.
I reckon you've had a good balance.
Yeah, I've had some good stints.
I
there.
reckon you've got a good balance.
I've had a
this
couple
year.
good innings, but I've also had like summer. I've just been in the back of the field cruising a bit, and
Yeah.
then but when I come in a bat, it's gonna be a fucking good batting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my other one was be better with training, and yeah, I think I've been better with that for
Fucking
sure.
oath you have.
Which has been
You've
good.
actually, you're on track for a good year.
Yeah, on track for a good year. Let's not talk too early because I remember a couple of years starting pretty well, and I'll tell you what, there seemed to be when I got to this point a real slippery fucking slope. But I think last night was a good test for me.
But coming up to the end of March, it's good at our Q1. That's first quarter for those just listening as well.
God.
The first quarter of the year is going well.
He's such a fucking tosspot, eh? So yeah, what about you boys? Are you going alright? Are you falling a bit behind?
Well, my two were. My first goal was that I wanted to get my trade certificate signed off on my apprenticeship. I just finished my last block of TAFE, so that's on track. I just got to do all the paperwork and shit. So that one's
That's a
good.
win.
The other one was start going to the gym before work, and
How many times have you done that?
In true Mayfield fashion, history doesn't lie. I haven't done that once. The only time I've gone before work is before TAFE, and that's because I start at 8.
You have been good though going to the gym though, haven't you? You've been going fairly
I've been
often.
hot and cold, man. I go through like bouts of motivation where I'll be consistent for 2 weeks and then just like meander around.
Yeah, that
for
was
another 2
my
weeks.
last
Yeah.
like fucking 7 years, eh?
But yeah, one from two's not bad.
I reckon good signs.
Better than none.
Good
from
signs
two.
to come.
Yeah.
I reckon he's done well. Mine was to
Thanks, mate.
What about the
save-
toss pods?
That's me, by the way. Mine was to save money. That hasn't been happening at all. Like, if I'm being honest, I've had so many expenses. Like, this is my week.
You buy fucking clothes every week
Yeah,
as well.
I-
I
shoes.
don't, bro. I bought
Shoes,
clothes
bought a
once.
new buy.
I've bought clothes once this whole
And
year.
you literally get a haircut and a Brazilian every second week.
Shut
every
up.
What about
second
that
week.
sparkly butt plug that you bought the other day?
Yeah.
I can't believe you started getting pedicures too.
Wait,
It's fucking getting weird.
Yeah, how's
Do you
a
wanna-
mum caught Coxie getting his nails done the other day kind of shops?
This is the biggest rubbish ever, bro. This is my week, right? Monday to Friday.
Wake up, wank. Go to bed, cry. Wake up, wank.
Apart from that, Monday rent 400, and then Wednesday?
Holy.
Oh, I got physio another 100 on Tuesday, a massage for my ankle as well, which is 170 on Wednesday.
The massage on Sunday as well.
And then I've got a MRI, which is going to cost $300 on Friday. Just bought new footy boots as well, so that's another 200.
Holy
Can't you
fuck.
get?
Like, this is just like how my week is
you
going.
can get the
Over-
MRI bulk bill, but
No, you can't. You can
Nah,
only
not MRI.
yeah.
really, I got mine. Though.
Only if you go through a specialist. So, like, the only reason I'm not saving money is because I have just stupid health shit I have to pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I
Dude,
mean?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
I reckon you can safely say the reason you're not saving money is because of your genetics.
Oh. You really want to go deep in that?
Well, like, actually, doesn't even. Actually,
IQ joke there.
I'll come back.
A little bit sensitive.
I'm gonna have a rude shock when I move out of home, man. Rent 400, that would make me cry.
Yeah.
And dude, I swear with the doctor, like I've got to go to the doctors too, but I've just been neglecting it because it's just like $70 that disappears for a 10-minute consultation.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
fucking.
it's fucked.
Do your doctors push it out as well? Like when you get in
Yeah.
there, like if you've got a couple things you want to speak to
They're
them about?
borderline like just thieves.
Wait, my doctor's an absolute legend as
Yeah,
well.
see,
Like,
I-
shout out to if you're listening. He definitely does it. But no, I was trying to get out the other day and he just kept wanting to talk to me.
Oh, that's
And
good.
he's like such a cool dude. He knows a little bit too much.
Yeah, well, that's
He's
because
just
you
a
said
legend.
yours was good, and I have like never had like a GP that I actually just go to. So I'm going on Thursday to your doctor.
He's just like a nice, just humble, like, he's just like a dad. He's
and
a
he's
good
got
man.
like big hands.
Oh, ew. No, and then the other
Yeah.
thing I wanted to focus on as well, which I already touched on the last couple of weeks, was like decision with my job in the future. Like, I was tossing up between which job I was going to take, because one was like good money and then like really good money, and then one was like good money but just security, like
Yeah.
that safety thing, like being a manager at my job. And I obviously chose the safer option.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a smart choice.
Are you content with it?
Yeah, I am, because the other one would have been.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
With the other job, it would have been
Pussy.
like working for myself, which also just makes it harder if I want to get a loan in the next
Yeah.
couple of years.
which
for
honestly,
like a
like,
house.
you and yourself, that'd be a HR nightmare.
You're on fire today, man.
Get around here.
Nah, so this other job, like, it's just going to be good if I get a loan, and it's good training as well.
Yeah.
So,
Do you guys have a credit card?
No.
Apparently, a credit card's gun for your credit score
Yeah, if you.
because it shows that you have a history of repaying something.
Yeah, but you'd
off.
have a good credit score because you paid off your ute.
Yeah. No, I did that through my parents.
Oh, yeah, true.
It was, yeah. Anyway.
Well, actually, we talked about this for a little bit. Like, before I got my ute, I was so worried about my fucking credit score because when I got arrested, I had the spur and I think I missed a payment. Apparently, that fucks your credit score. And then when I went in, I was like proper wigging out about like, will they even give me the loan? Like, what the fuck's going to happen? But I checked it when I was in there and it was actually like half decent.
Yeah, right. I still can't believe you got arrested, bro.
Okay.
yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, how I've turned my life around from there.
I really want to post that video one day.
That one.
Do you think...
Can we talk about what you were saying in the video?
Yeah, I think we touched on it
I
before.
forget if we said like the full like Chip's
Yeah, we
getting-
could touch on it. I
There's
got,
like
like-
there's like 4 cops on Chip pinned
Yeah,
him to the
well,
ground.
one of
Going,
our mates
stop
was-
resisting, stop resisting.
One of our mates was taking a piss and a cop pulled over and started like writing him up. I was like, surely you're not like going to write him up, man. Like, we're nowhere near a school or anything. It's like fucking 10 o'clock
in
at
a
night,
bush.
pissing in a bush. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, and like said something to me, he's like, what'd you fucking say to me? I was like, are you for real, man? Like, what the fuck? Cunt? And I said, cunt. He's like, did you call me a cunt? I was like, no, I didn't call you one. I just said it in like general like conversation. He's like, oh, just fucking walk away now, mate. Walked away. And me being like a smart little prick, I turned around and like flamed the cunt and then called him a cunt to his face. And when he was walking up to me, he was going to arrest him, but I thought he was grabbing his taser. So when he went to grab his taser, I fucking piss bolted. And then a cop from the other side of the road saw me running from a cop. He mounted the curve, did a Yui, and he tried to like open his door on me. And I jumped into his door and slammed it on him and then kept running. And I got like 20 meters away and I was
Jim,
like...
kind of sounds like you're in the wrong right now.
Yeah, I got like 20 meters away and I was like, why am I running? I'm going to be in like so much more trouble from that.
No, your cardio failed you.
You were just
Keep in mind, I
tired.
gassed him. I was 20 odd meters away. I turned around and I thought I was doing the right thing, that they'd like sort of just take me in. One jumps on me, fucking 6 others jump on me, knee in the back, pin me to the ground. They're like, stop resisting. I wasn't resisting. I was like, I'm not resisting. And then some cunt looks around and goes, he's resisting. Takes me to the ground. One of the tasers fall out of their pockets. Like, yeah, it was all over the shop. And then like my mates were just filming it.
Yeah.
Fuck, it
And
was funny.
on the way back to the cop station, he was taking the absolute piss, and he put me in the back. So I had my handcuffs, hands behind my back, and the cop shop is like a 1 minute drive. You literally come back on the main road and
it's
go
so
right.
close.
It took us 20 minutes to get there because he's doing fucking manies with me in the back, throwing me around the back of the fucking thing.
What's the inside of the paddy wagon like? Like, do they put
demoralising.
Is it like a big bright
No,
light?
I get in there and you hear this like motor start up and it's like, "Meh," and it's like you're in the fucking bat cave. This massive white light comes on. You can't see shit.
have you got a seatbelt on?
No,
Or do you just
no,
roll
you don't have
around?
anything on. You don't have anything on.
That's so weird.
That's like when I went to court, I was like saying like he was an absolute piece of shit to me, but you can't like play that like you got arrested.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a fucking loser. I hate him.
Wait, you know what I've been watching on Instagram a fair bit lately? You know those people that are doing like they pose as children online and catch the child
Oh
predators?
yeah,
Yes.
Like,
they're hectic, eh?
Oh, I love it.
I saw one the other day where the bloke, like they said, like he's here to meet a 13-year-old girl and all
Casually
that.
slap
And
the
he
shit out of
starts
him.
darting and he's like massive and they just chasing after him and he just gives up because his cardio's fucked. That just reminded me of it.
Yeah, some of them when I'm watching them, sometimes I'm like, oh, because like the people that are catching them, fair enough, like they're catching a predator, but sometimes they really touch him up, or like start slapping him, like heaps. I'm like, fuck, maybe you're not in the wrong.
Have you seen that
anymore?
Yeah.
Have you seen the alley-oop one where old mate picks him up, throws him to his mate, and old mate punches him in the air?
Fuck no.
It's fucking good stuff.
Oh, you watch too many when you start to like reason,
With-
or like feel
yeah,
bad with
with
them.
the
But like
sex
that's
of
a
them.
normal emotion. Like just you're watching like an absolute dweeb just get like smashed.
Yeah.
In all fairness,
I
but
love the guy. He tries to like full gaslight and reverse psychology, and he goes like, "I know it's wrong, but like,
Yeah, the guy gets caught. He's like,
Yeah.
see, this is good.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
what
like,
you guys are doing right now is good.
it's not fucking working, mate. Seriously,
we got a big episode ahead.
Yeah, massive.
We're
It's-
doing. Is it stage 3 or
yeah. Stage 3, it's criticism. So we're gonna think about
4.
some things out.
Is it 4?
Stage 4.
Well, fucking chime in, mate.
3, you silly
It's
little
3,
fuck.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Wait, we
3.
might do 3 and 4 this episode because last week.
Are you?
Stick around.
Well.
The last week of this month's theme, boys.
Yeah,
Now, what
I
have we-
literally don't give a fuck.
Oh, yuck. What have we touched on this month?
God.
We've touched on embarrassment, rejection, and today we're going to touch on criticism.
Criticism.
Now-
Apparently, it's sort of the last stage. This whole
Thank
thing.
God.
Thank the heavens.
We were going to criticize each other, but none of us have got much in the tank to like bash off the criticism, do
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into a whole bullying episode of Chip, and we don't want him going home crying again. So,
Yeah.
me and Jack are taking the moral high ground. We're not going to do it.
Yeah, and we don't want to hear about Coxie doesn't have a girlfriend and shit for the next fucking 20 minutes, so we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
So pretty much we're going to do 3 things we think ourselves.
Yeah, ourselves
Fuck
could work
it.
on.
Yeah.
3 things to criticize ourselves
Exactly.
about.
Thanks for that,
Yeah.
Chip. We're in Struggle Street today on
Fucking
Sunday.
idiot.
Do you want me to start, boys, or does someone want to start?
You go
Yeah.
ahead, mate.
Are we going like sort of bar
Should-
for bar?
yeah, we'll go
scenario
one
here?
for
Oh, we go
I reckon.
one for
Yeah, we'll
one.
Let's go one
one.
for one. But like what's the importance of criticizing ourselves? It's
Well,
to-
it's so if you know, like, you have flaws that you can work on them.
yeah. I think it's more like the reason we're doing this is because obviously the first one is embarrassment, getting yourself out of that comfort zone. Second one's rejection, that fear of
Yeah.
obviously rejection and overcoming out. Now this is like sort of like a personal
Yeah. You
A reflection almost.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Like-
got to criticize a piece of shit that rejected you.
being open enough to understand that there are things within ourselves that we can work on.
Yeah.
That's sort of what we're
And
doing here.
when you can realize that, you can always make it better. And if you don't
Exactly.
realize it, you're just stuck in the same hole for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And man, you don't want to be stuck in holes. Look at those people from Nambour.
The article we sort of have gauged this whole concept on touches on the fact that if you respect the person to listen to the criticism and improve, if you don't respect the person, then fuck them, who cares? So that's another way to look at it. But we're doing it on ourselves, you know? So
I'll kick us off, boys. I reckon the last couple of years that I played footy, and then probably any sport around that sort of period, I put like I half-assed it a lot and didn't put like effort where I needed to put effort in, and sort of just like cruise by and didn't really like apply myself, which is a shit thing because I did it for all of my like childhood and that, but I let my foot off the pedal a bit in the last few years. So
I
trying
feel
to
like
reel
you've got it
in
back now, though.
and be like passionate about something and like don't let myself like take the easy way out and like go through the hard yards and get better for it.
Hard now, easy later.
Yeah.
Easy now,
Because
hard later.
as someone
hard
said,
always.
as someone said, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion.
That was Muhammad Ali.
By the way, guys.
Muhammad
Nice,
Ali.
mate.
Single butterfly float beast.
That's actually a good one. I think I've noticed though you're getting it back. Like you've been pretty disciplined lately in all fairness.
Yeah, it's been good.
Because I suppose you got something to work to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what the biggest thing
But
was.
for a good minute there, you're fucking lazy.
Yeah,
cunt.
I know. I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
too.
you're fucking hopeless.
God, you were good on the piss though.
Yeah, I was so.
God, you were good.
I had some absolutely quality benders, which was awesome. But
Yeah.
those times are over.
Jacko?
My first one is I'm so ugly. No, I think one of my biggest flaws is I'm just fucking so stubborn. Like once I've got my mind set on something, it's almost impossible for me to change it. Like even with reason.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes I let that almost like pride get away in front of actual logic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think sometimes it like takes opportunities away from me, and I don't know. I just shit person in that way that my mind can't be changed.
It's all right, as long as you know.
But you're aware of it though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fix it either. So
yeah. I was gonna say, will much action come from this? I don't think so.
Yeah, but how
I've been trying. I have been trying.
Well, how do you even like get over that? Like, how is that actually something that you fix? If you,
I feel like it's just reflecting on it in moments where you're like, oh fuck, maybe I was wrong there. You know,
at
what I
least
mean?
you can reason with it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, I
what's
just
good.
used to brush it, move on. But
Yeah.
now I feel like I am actively trying to work.
Yeah, I reckon you're
Yeah.
better. Used to just
good.
like override and overcome sort of thing.
I reckon you have gotten better with it.
Yeah.
It'd be a fucking hard thing to get better at that, to be fair.
But fuck me, Dad, you got a lot of improvement still.
Yeah, fuck, you got a long way to go, man.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Oh, this will be good.
One. Oh, we've got a whole list for you if you'll let us say it.
Oh, let's
My
hear
first
the
one
piss
here.
pot.
One thing that I
Stop
hate
being
about
such a
myself,
fucking tosser.
I care too much and I always love to cuddle. Oh, that's so annoying. It's honestly the worst thing ever. No, I'm kidding. One thing that I'm going to criticize about myself is how anxious I can get.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking harden up. But
No, but it's actually funny because like I grew up for ages thinking that it's
was a
not
myth.
it's not even a thing. I didn't even have it, whatever. And then I started like doing a bit of research on it and I realized I did have it.
Really?
So, yeah.
What do you just get flustered or?
Yeah, I just get, I don't know, just get pretty overwhelmed. I get like bad shakes. Like, you know,
reckon
my
that's what it's
shakes.
from?
Really?
Yeah,
that's where it's
a
from?
lot of it is actually just from my anxiety.
Well, I thought it just happened after you had that surgery and then you
Yeah, but my life was sort of going downhill around that same time as well. So,
so we think a couple coincidences that we made.
yeah, so
right.
no, like a lot of it does come from that, my shakes. But yeah, I don't know. It's still something I'm working on though. Like I'm doing little things behind the scenes to help it.
No, that's good.
But
it'd be a hard thing. I think a lot of
That's
people
one
do
thing
that
I
as
can
well.
criticize about myself.
I
And a lot of the time it's just like I'm making up scenarios in my head or like I'm hyper fixating on something because I'm just like running the whole situation through my head like hundreds and hundreds of times throughout the day, and it just plays on my mind so much.
Overanalyzing sort of
it's
thing.
just it's not healthy, and it's something I'm trying to get out of.
Yeah, good on you. I think another one for me is taking like one side of a story. I have a real bad thing where I'll hear my mate's side of the story and I genuinely will not like take anything else into account. Whereas I'd like to be good at hearing both sides of the story before I give like my advice or my opinion on it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Which
I don't think that's necessarily a bad trait though, because like it's human nature to take someone's like that you're close to opinion.
yeah, I'm just a bit of a
with
cut
more
about it when
validity.
it happens. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's fair.
like I sort of just like to take like one thing that I've maybe been told and just run with that, and like even if like maybe I've given some more information about the other side that might make them like look better and it's the truth, maybe I just stick on the front thing and be like, nah, fuck them.
Like Chip, you are a very good mate when it comes to talking
Fucking oath.
talking to stuff about. Wait, what am I looking to? You know what I mean?
Talking about the bees and the
Boys,
birds.
whatever it is, keep going.
No, you are, but also at the same time, when it comes to reason, if you've already made up your mind, it's so hard to convince you or let you see the other side of the story.
Yeah, I'm fucking terrible at it.
Yeah, but that's good that you.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Don't know how to work on it, but it's alright. I'll figure that
We'll
one out.
figure it out.
Man,
man.
I'll figure that one out
Figure it
eventually.
The
If
first-
not, I'm pretty happy to just keep running how I've been running.
The first step's acknowledging.
Yeah.
We just don't know what the second one is. Can't wait to go back to our old ways after this.
Yeah, once it gets too hard.
We're going to reflect on this in a future episode. We're going to be like, have we changed?
Nah.
My next one is sometimes I just get wrapped up like and pressure myself sort of thing. Like, for example, it can be as simple as like having a suck of a vape when I'm on the piss. And then I think about it during the week where I'm like, fuck, like I should probably like pull my head in, start like trying to save money. Like I look at it as a bigger picture and I get really wrapped up into it. And I hyper concentrate on all these small things that are probably harmless, but they accumulate.
Yeah, to be some big thing.
Yeah, sort of. Like, for example, like missing a gym session, I'm like, well, fuck. Like, I'm only young, fit, and healthy once in my life. I better make the most of it while I'm, like, apparently at my peak. You know, like, I don't want to look back and be like, oh, you were a mutters. Like, you were just, like, drinking piss, wasting all your money. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad criticism, though.
but
Unless it's, like, obviously...
Yeah, I think
it's
sometimes
good
what he's
to
talking
have-
about is that like it builds you up, and then all you think about like there might have been a positives in the time, which each one, but all you can think about is like how will this affect LeBron James' legacy?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
like,
literally,
that sort of
literally.
thing.
As long as you can have that balance and you can be comfortable with that balance, that's always a good thing.
But then sometimes it's almost like, well, why are you just doing it in the first place? Like when you know, like if you say it's about balance, but when something's like bad for you, then like why do you keep doing it? And then I put like a lot of pressure on myself.
Things are really fun.
But what do you want to do? Do you want to feel?
No, I'm just saying that like the pressure gets a little bit overwhelming sometimes because you're like obviously always want to be the best you can be.
Yeah. I get like that as well.
I'm pretty convinced if vapes weren't around, man, I'd be as happy as Larry.
I get like that as well, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon most of it actually stems from vapes, eh? Like, I feel so guilty when I suck a vape.
It's not necessarily like it's even just like going out on the weekend and you have like a proper big night where you spend upwards of $200.
When you spend north.
Yeah.
When you spend north of.
And you're like, fuck, like if I put that money aside the last 10 times I did that, I could be going overseas or something. And it's like, for me, I think about it like it was a missed opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
That's a shame. You really can't live life like that, eh? Otherwise,
that's
you
the thing.
fucking get wrapped up with everything.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't drink piss, I'd probably own a boat.
we'd have a real estate portfolio.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'd be on a horse somewhere just riding through a paddock.
Genuinely, how much do you reckon we would fucking have saved if we hadn't touched
Dude, I would have a house.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
I would have had a deposit for a house.
I went
100%.
over mine.
100%.
I went
easy.
over mine. Mine gave me a statement for 1 year, and it was like, I'm not going to talk about it because it was seriously demoralising.
Have you seen your like banking apps typically do like a monthly summary?
Yeah, that's what I
of
looked at.
you
Yeah,
spend?
that's what I looked at.
I looked at it once and I've never looked at it again.
Yeah, my
because it's
December
fucked.
My December one last year was like 12 grand or something.
Imagine if we didn't have alcohol and didn't eat Nando's. We would,
No, we'll see.
we would-
The alcohol thing I could reason with Nando's, like that's never going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like a necessity.
And shit, now that you brought it up, all I want now is Nando's. That fucking Ibis, man. God, it tastes good.
I didn't mean to plant that seed.
Can I go my next one?
Nah.
All right. My next one that I want to work on, I know I
Not
need to
wanking
be.
so much.
No, it's like, I don't know, there's definitely a word for it, but it's more about like my time management and like calendar work, stuff like that. Like I need to get better at planning stuff. When I know shit's coming up, but I don't put it into like a calendar or something.
Yeah.
And I assess my week and I'll find out what I'm doing on a weekend like pretty much a day or two before.
Yeah.
Like I want to get better at planning and like
Your organisation.
my day.
Like just being
like,
more organised person.
Yeah, I want to get more organised with like my tasks that I have to do each day, my weekends, or what's coming up in the future. Like I need to just be better at that.
Yeah. I'll try to start using a calendar a bit more.
I just
on my
don't
phone.
like using a calendar. Like I
But
hate it.
it's really good in the fact where when you start putting everything in there, if you're like not sure what's coming up and you use it religiously, like if you look at that calendar and you haven't got anything, like you're free.
Do you have like one on your phone or
Yeah, I got Google one.
I'm thinking maybe I should buy like a
hard copy?
yeah. Like
Yeah,
a
but like
book.
who the fuck wants to use a pen?
I'll make you a calendar.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Sex
Will,
calendar.
A tradie calendar.
Okay.
Jack and I saving kittens.
Yeah.
AKA.
No. I think maybe I should get like a hard copy, like a diary little book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I use my partner and my mum as my calendar. I just go, have I got anything on this weekend? They go, yeah. Oh, nah. And then I just go from there. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what the fuck I'm doing tomorrow, apart from working.
Fair.
We'll just wake up, bro, and go to work. Just wake up and go to work.
Yeah.
My last one. Sometimes like nothing in particular about being in a relationship, but I do want to be like better in the future. Just overall, I reckon.
Oh, that's lovely.
Little
Look at the
bits.
smile on Court's face. My
No,
God.
she's thinking about
Did you
fucking
see-
time. It's
No,
about
just like some
time.
things that like I don't know in the like if I say something or do something and like in the moment I'm like if I'm so fired up it doesn't really matter, but then like an hour later I call down I'm like fuck, that wasn't the right thing to do, and then I end up apologising after. I just like to be like more about in the moment before I say something or do something.
Yeah.
I'd like to not have to apologise about like thinking about in my brain like am I going to feel like this in an hour, and like sort of don't cause not that it's damage, but like don't cause like a little bit of damage before it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sort of bit.
No, that's a
good.
really good. That's a
reckon?
good one.
Corny, can we get a thumbs up or thumbs up?
Oh,
from Corny?
whatever. I take it back.
We'll check up with you in the next 6 months if anything's
I'm
improved.
pretty good about that, aren't I? Yeah.
That was also my last one. It was sort of just to not be so reactive in regards like
Yeah, it's
relationship wise and just in life. Like have a think or have a process before you just implode.
Yeah, it's before it's
sort
like
of
too
thing.
late, eh? Like sometimes you like cause like even just with like friends, you cause damage that wasn't there just because of how like built up you were with everything.
Yeah. And it's just like saying stuff that you don't mean in the moment that can all accumulate over time.
Or just like if I reckon a good rule for me is like if I ever really gonna do something, just make sure I grab PNC before I do it.
Post-nut clarity.
PNC. Yeah.
Do you reckon that's true? Do you reckon?
Yes, 100%.
Do you reckon if you were to go buy a house tomorrow, you'd have a tug before you accepted it?
How's it the other week, man? I was about to do something, and Courtney's like, well, like, I think you should get post-nut clarity before you do that.
Really?
Yeah, and it worked. It's like, it's true. It like genuinely
what
is
were
true.
you going to do?
Yeah, pros and cons list about something. And then I was about to do pros and cons, and Courtney's like, you might want to get like post-nut clarity before you jot them down.
Can we get what you were going to do, or was it something bad?
Nah, I'll tell you about the future. It's something that I'll talk about in a couple months.
Okay.
I reckon.
In a couple months.
That's scary. That's a scary prospect.
Nah, it's nothing bad.
I'm nervous to find
It's
out
good.
what
It's a
that's
deep.
about.
It's a deep one for everyone to hear.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I know what
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
You know what it is.
Yeah, no. That's good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be in the future, but I'm not talking about it
Yeah.
now.
No, that's fair. You can't talk about it.
Yeah, you definitely
can't
cannot talk about it now. Oh no, I can't talk about it now. But I'm getting better ready from it.
Yeah.
If everyone's wondering about my health bit.
That's really good ones that you've just done.
Yeah,
I
it was
like
good.
that. That was nice to hear. My last one is I want to. Well, I'm sort of going to criticize. I think I've got OCD. Like it's pretty bad sometimes.
With what?
Bro, my routine's like next level, eh?
Really?
I have to do the exact same thing every day.
What do you do?
Like, I could go on for ages about what I have to do each.
See, I have OCD in the way like if I'm at the gym and there's like if I need 10 kilo plates, I'll get the exact same 10 kilo plate. Or if like I like something, look at it, it's like it's got to be symmetrical, like shit like that.
Really?
But I'm not like put my left sock on fucking first and my right sock.
Are you like
I'm
that?
all that. Yeah.
You have always, even just before footy games, you always
Yeah.
had what's the word they?
Like your routine.
Yeah, like wives' tales. Like you had like little fucking.
Yeah.
Do you know the word
Yeah, I
I'm
know
looking for?
what you're
Can someone help me out?
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, like going to work, I have to do like the exact same thing, and it's like over 100 things, eh?
What the
Otherwise,
fuck?
otherwise I'm gonna have like a shit day.
Yeah, you probably want to get out of that, eh?
Like, and I know Jordan as well, Dragon.
It's really worse.
His is way worse than mine, 100%, and he knows it. But not backing him out, of course. But yeah, I don't know. It's just little things like going to work. Dude, it's so many things. Even like opening up my computer, it has to be like certain tabs at certain times, and it's like,
Really?
yeah. Wake up in the morning, like depending on what I eat, it's like the same brekkie each time at the same time, or it's like have showers at the same time, and it's like I don't know, it's just everything is
Yeah,
all the
you should
same.
probably work that
Going to
out.
work and it's like the same fingerprint scanner. It's like
What's
park in the same spot. It's like all the same shit. It's just the exact
See,
same.
I get some
It's
shit like that, like to park in the same spot.
Right sock, right shoe, left sock, left shoe.
Yeah,
and it's just
really?
like everything has to be the exact
See,
same.
I reckon that's a strange one. Jump in that for a sec. I'll put my socks on first and then my shoes. I just
No, that's what I used to do, and then I had like
One bad day.
day, and then the next day I do a full reset of
well,
like my.
I could fucking
schedule
ruin
thing.
a couple of days for you. Maybe that'll get it out of you.
Yeah, no, it's weird, eh? And then like even my sunnies have to sit in a certain spot on my desk, and it's like my desk is like full.
Fuck, I wish I had that with my car
my
keys.
bed. Like if I leave the house, I don't make the bed. I'm like in my head, like leaving, walking out the door, going like I'm having a shit day, like, and I'm like freaking out about it.
That's heavy. That's
Some
actually heavy.
of it's good. Some of it you could definitely work
What's
on.
your pre-game like footy ritual? Like, do you have anything weird?
Yeah,
with that?
before footy, like I'd set alarm at the same time, and then get up, avo on toast with sriracha. Love
Yeah.
that for brekkie. And then I'd what would I do? I'd go for like a swim or do something, I'd go for a walk. This is what I did. I'd go for a walk, listen to the same album each time,
Holy
walk
fuck.
around the same loop, come home, have another little snack, and it was always the same thing. And then it'd go have lunch, and it was 2 steaks, had to be minimum over 500 grams, otherwise I'd have a shit game and a whole sweet potato and
Holy
sriracha.
fuck.
Go to the game, park in the same spot or same area.
And
at
he'd
least.
always complain about how much he ate before footy.
Yeah. And then same sock, same shoe, like all that sort of
That's
shit.
heavy. Fuck.
The same undies.
Did you-
for the footy
you have
game.
I'm
any
so
of them?
stealing those though. Nah, some days I'd listen to music. Like if I was in the shed, I'd be like listening to music fired up. Some days I wouldn't. I don't give a fuck about all that.
Really?
Stuff,
Yeah.
mate.
See, it's so weird because the games where I didn't give a fuck about my routine or it changed were always my best games.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I
right.
wasn't in my head so much.
Fuck.
Yeah, I sort of just
How weird's that?
my routine was to strap your hair and then I'd be sweet.
But I don't know what it is because apart from that, like if I feel like I don't have to perform for something in the day, I don't care. I don't have OCD. It doesn't matter.
That's just the whole thing with pressure, though.
But
like,
it just comes with like at work feels like I'm preparing for like a game because I'm like gonna go sell.
Yeah.
So like I prepare for work the same that I prepare for a footy game. It's weird. I don't know why.
That's
don't know
fucking
why that
heavy. If I
works.
lived my life like that, I would wig
Is
it.
that like bad? Because it just
look, some of it's good, but like some of it you probably need to like probably tone back on a little
yeah.
bit.
I don't think it's that bad. It's just probably abnormal to me because
Yeah.
I don't have any of that. Like, I wear different jocks at footy. I don't care how I put on my socks.
Well, you
and
always
then my
wear that same
boots.
G-string, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always take out my butt plug before footy. So
I think it's just because like in high school I was doing like sports psychology and they taught us about how all these athletes had like certain routines before they'd kick a goal or something like that.
yeah, okay.
And then I
Like
took
JT always scratches right nut, eh?
he'd take it for his headgear and put it back on or whatever he'd do. But and I think I just started doing that and then it's just like progressively just got worse because it would just be on footy games.
Yeah.
And now somehow it's gotten into my
Weird
work.
you say
Normal
that
life.
because you know how I'm like petrified of snakes. I used to love snakes, and then my teacher in year 6 said like she's scared of snakes, and told me how freaked out she was, and then I started believing it, and now I'm petrified of snakes. Like it all starts with something that you're like not really into, and just gradually gets worse.
Are you scared
Yeah.
of sweet potatoes?
Nah, I love that shit.
Do we think this week's month theme has achieved its purpose?
I reckon.
Like-
I reckon it was fun. I reckon the bits of it, like the embarrassment in itself, the rejection in itself, was like fun, and yeah, you sort of get a bit out of it. But I don't think as a whole they tie together to change like your life.
I reckon this was my favourite month's theme that we've done, to be honest.
Fuck,
I reckon it was my least favourite.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I reckon it was my favourite because it was just something different each episode. I thought it was good, like doing the little challenges. I thought it was fun.
I found the public interaction really hard. Like,
Yeah, that was hard.
that was really rattling.
I just
for
hate
me.
how the title is "How to Not Give a Fuck." I just cringe every time I hear it.
But if my video is not up as well when you're listening to this on the Instagrams, because I don't want to post a video of the massage lady's face in it.
Oh,
I just want
okay.
to say that. I need to try to figure out how to blur her face.
Yeah.
If you know how to blur faces out of videos,
let me know. Because I'm not going to post her face in it.
But
because she said yes
if you're
to the
good with
massage.
computers, let us know because God, it's worth a watch.
But no, I reckon the theme itself genuinely does work if it's something that you actually want to get over. I don't think it's really an issue for us. I feel like we don't really care too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe
know
if
what
you
I mean?
were struggling with it a bit, maybe
Yeah.
doing it would.
I feel like for a lot of
Yeah.
shy people, doing little things like that and following those steps definitely would help.
Yeah,
that's
for
fair.
sure.
That's
I
fair.
think we obviously took a really extreme approach in some things that obviously for content, but
Content kings, by the way.
I still see how it can work.
Yeah,
Like,
I
as
do
I said
too.
with the posting thing, I felt better after posting. I didn't really care. Like
Yeah.
it's,
I feel like if you were an introverted person, you'd get a lot from doing
Yeah.
something like we just did.
yeah, 100%.
Next month.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a health and fitness sort of thing.
Yeah.
But we want your guys' opinions. Like, how can we make each week interesting for like you to hear? How can it keep us accountable or something?
Yeah.
Like, we're thinking about like a steps goal, but then it's not really fair because Coxie just sits on his ass all day, so he can't get steps in. And then it's a bit hard, like, because we all sort of do different things. So if you've got a way that we all can collectively maybe make it like a little bit of a competition.
We could
Yeah.
always do, like, this is taking it to the extreme. We could do like a progress picture of before the month starts and make a competition out of who has had the most change at the end. We could do something like that.
Is
Or
a
we could
month
do
though
little
enough?
challenges like doing a fucking muscle up or like
Yeah, I like
handstand
that.
push-ups like each week sort of.
I reckon it'd be cool doing the.
You know, it'd be fucking cool
Muscle like that.
getting like a body scan, like a good body scan, and seeing like who got the most progress in every like aspect at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
But
you've
it's
got
kind of
any
hard.
ideas, let us know on the Instagram.
Yeah,
Or
we'd love
even-
to hear your opinion.
Even like a good example, if anyone's seen it, the Chris Hemsworth show,
Yeah,
Limitless. How each episode he does something different.
Yeah, I
he'll
think we're
focus
gonna
on
do
ice bars and stuff
That
like
later in the year, hey.
Yeah, we've
make
got
a
a
4 month
plan
out
for
of it.
that
Yeah.
later in the year.
Stay tuned.
But
Stay tuned.
yeah, I don't know. Any ideas? Health and wealth.
Just give us something.
leading into Chip's boxing match. That's why we're doing it. So give us ideas.
And then maybe after that month theme will be just be partying or something. which
Yeah,
would be
Bender.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got the LFI boys. It's you can't put a crown on a clown and expect a king.
That's not bad.
You like that
Very
one?
good.
Yeah, cop that.
I can see Courtney mouthing that was hers. So
You got yours?
You gonna
Oh no!
credit
All
her
right,
for that?
I've got another
credit
LFI
young
too.
CC.
go?
We get double banger this week. My LFI is one bad apple can ruin a whole bunch. Whose song of the week is
It's
it?
my song of the week, but I didn't know we're running straight into an outro. You've stunned me.
It's right. Me and Chip will stall for a little bit. How's your weekend been, Chip?
Yeah, I didn't get in the piss this weekend. So Saturday night, actually, I'll talk about that. I didn't mind being sober. It just got to a point where like 10:30, 11, and I was like, I'll get out of here now. But I didn't mind. I didn't mind it.
social butterfly last night, weren't you?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a little easy. I need to get used to dancing like I normally dance while I'm sober.
Fuck.
It's a bit hard because sometimes I just dance really.
That's one thing I could not do. Dance sober. I can hardly get myself to do it when I'm drunk.
Yeah, I came out for a little bit last night, didn't I, CC?
It
For a
might be
touch.
because I've got absolutely no rhythm.
We'll see. I think I've now discovered like how disgusting it is when I do the worm. Because someone asked me to do the worm last night, and I was like, not a chance in fucking hell will I be doing the worm.
You know what? Doing
Wait,
the
so
worm,
while I was just talking, continue after this. Do we want like maybe like an indie song or maybe like an upbeat rap song?
whatever you're feeling, man.
Just guys, just pick one.
I reckon
Um,
indie song because
yeah.
I think I know the song you're going to choose.
I don't know if you do.
I'm a little bit stuck. It's always happened to
Oh, yeah, right, I'll
me.
do
Nah,
that.
you don't have to.
Oh, it might as well be Jacko's week then. Fucking
you
hell.
fucking-
You know what?
What about you?
Doing the worm as a fucking adult in a nightclub is the equivalent to doing like a backflip when you're a kid in the fucking
Oh,
school
so it's
disco.
fucking awesome. That's such a shit example.
No, but he never does the worm seriously in the club though.
Yeah.
It's like still like people.
It's
Because I can't
fucking
do
hilarious,
it. I can't
bro.
do it.
It's fucking gross.
It's the
It's gross
funniest
on my
thing
shirt, for
ever.
sure.
It's fucking. It's heavy when you do it. It's. I'm fine.
Bro, it is
Oh,
the
mate.
funniest shit.
Wait,
It is funny.
Like, every time you ever do a chip, I almost cry from laughter. Like, the
I
fact that
still
you're
reckon-
like a grown man doing the worm
Yeah.
in a club on a dirty floor, like it's just
It's just
the
the
funniest
shirt.
thing.
I've ruined some good white shirts from that.
Yeah.
I reckon up there with the funniest thing I've seen on a dance floor was when I went ass over heels and cans. That was fuck.
Yeah, that was.
Fuck, I hit the ground pretty hard.
Peep that video on the Instagram too. It's fucking crack up.
All right, song of the week. I'm just gonna do it because Jacko said it. Whatever, his song of the week, pretty much.
What a
then.
fucking parrot.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I was gonna do a Little Guilt song anyway, but yeah, obviously Little Guilt, and it's called Dancing While Behind.
They're a
Good
great
song.
little band.
Yeah, they are. Listen to Tasty Lies and all that as well. Good songs.
So yeah, that's another week. Don't forget to share to a mate. Rate it 5 stars. Watch us on YouTube. Our
Yeah.
feed are out today, so enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll froth that.
And we'll see
They're
you
getting
next
a bit
week.
weird, those comments.
Yeah, and please make sure you give us something we can do for next month's theme, and maybe any themes in the future that you want to see out of the months.
Yeah.